Hey Vanessa.
Hi Jackie, how are you?
Cheers, I'm good. How are you?
I'm fantastic.
I've got a friend who is helping me with a baby shower for my girlfriend who's having a baby. Yay, baby showers. I haven't seen her in a long time. She doesn't have kids. She's chosen not to. It's just funny when we come together.
What you're supposed to talk about.
How different our lives are.
Yeah.
Our friendship is different. Everything changes when you have a baby.
There's a giant elephant. Because the woman who hasn't had children thinks that you think less of her, and the woman who has had children is constantly in her head being like, don't talk about your kids. Because you don't want to make your friend feel ostracized, because this is one moment if you're the mom and you're so excited to see your friend and feel what it's like to not be a mom for a moment.
Yeah.
The last thing you want to do is bring up being a mom. To all the women who don't have children, you just want to say, I don't care that you don't have children, just be my friend again.
Having a child, how it changes your life, but
Yes.
what you don't think about is how it changes your relationships.
Friends, with your girlfriends.
Long-standing relationships.
Yeah, my best friend since 5th grade, she doesn't have kids. It's different. We don't talk as much anymore. She is supportive when she needs to be. There's just a distance now. It sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks.
I was deeply entrenched in my single life before I met Greg. I loved being single. I had so much fun with it. When I met my husband, we both remained independent but together. And then, you know, now that we have a daughter, we're a family. Sure, when you have a baby, you don't have time for anything.
No, for anybody.
But now I have time, and I am not invited to the cottage weekend. I'm not invited for girls' night out because I'm not part of the...
That sucks.
Yeah, it does suck. It sucks, you bitches. Why'd you do that?
Because you want to go.
I do want to go. I couldn't go the first 2 years. I can go now.
Yeah. Being mired in being a parent is really just a couple of years. You can make time as the kid grows up. So you want to start going out again and being with your girlfriend. You want to know what's going on with them. You can't say that you haven't changed because you've been through this gigantic life experience. Of course you have. But that doesn't mean you want to cast off your previous relationship.
I still needed them.
That's the thing I would say about my main girlfriend. Like, I still need her. I still want to talk to her. When I do see her, I hand Catherine off to a babysitter because I want to be alone with my friend. And I hope that the women who haven't had children or aren't going to have children don't feel left out from some club.
Well, I think if you all of a sudden you surround yourself with only moms, that's different. And you do need to surround yourself with some moms. You need that community too.
But you don't need just that.
You need a new community to support you, but you don't need to get rid of your old community. When I'm out with my girlfriends who don't have kids or haven't met someone yet, quite honestly, I don't want to talk about my kid. We had so much in common. I want to know what's going on in their lives. I want to live vicariously through you and your freedom. I'm happy to come home at night and see my daughter, but I love hearing that life carried on and you guys are still doing these great things, right? I'm still interested. I still want to know about your dating life. I have one friend in particular. I can't talk to her when something's wrong in my marriage or my dating life, or I can't talk about if things are driving me crazy about being a mom, because in her opinion, I'm just lucky I am a mom. I'm lucky I have a husband. So the conversation is off the table, so our friendship has changed, and now we can't talk about the elephant in the room, which is that
your actual life?
My actual life is the elephant in the room. But that does happen. But conversely, I'm very hyper aware that she would have liked to have children, hasn't met somebody, and it hasn't happened yet. The clock is ticking. I feel for her. I went through that. I know what that's like. But because of that, I don't want to talk about my daughter, my life. And I find myself talking negatively about my marriage to make her feel better.
You're censoring yourself, all the good stuff. Female relationships are infinitely complex. You never want to make your friend feel bad. She knows you're doing that.
I know.
She knows you're trying purposely to downplay your family life.
No, that's not true. My family life does suck sometimes.
No, of course, everything sucks sometimes. I just have no real desire to only be surrounded by other moms. I love the nights out that I have when I go out with a female friend just from work. It's work talk. I know everyone's like, oh, I'm so sick of work talk, but I actually just like work talk. I'm not sick of work talk.
It was the thing that my husband and I brought us together. We both work in a creative industry. We would spend all our time like having wine and talking about ideas and, oh my God, imagine if we did this. We never did any of them, but we had a kid. That's what I love. I love the stimulation of ideas. Now I love being around women who are entrepreneurs, who are in the creative world. I love listening to someone be passionate about what they do. And if you're passionate about your kid, that's great. I mean, I want to talk to people who are passionate about life outside.
Yes, because you're an adult, so you don't want to hear about a kid when you're out at a bar.
Yeah, when we moved on to this street, we did a scan. There was a lot of kids on the street. There's moms moms who are stay-at-home moms who are so great and work with the school and they're passionate about that.
Yeah.
And then there's moms, all creative industries, other industries. Everyone loves to talk about life outside of the street. Makes it more interesting, right?
Yeah. For the women who aren't going to have children, I just want to hear about whatever you're into. It's not like the women who have children are sitting around constantly fucking thinking about their kids. They're not. And especially when they're out in a social setting, they don't want to talk about their kids.
We want to talk about the things that used to stimulate us because that part of our brain never changed.
Never. They still do stimulate us. I mean, I know it's an awkward situation because our society holds up that women should always have children. That's not true. Freaking Queen Elizabeth never had children. So there we go. The first badass Queen Elizabeth never freaking had a kid. And she ruled the damn world.
Our friendship wasn't about kids before we
Please be our friends.
Please be our friends again. Invite us to cottages and girls' night. Cheers.
Bye.
Having our own little girls' night with our kids in the background.